Which you see my glass today is
Yeah.
Hey, it's the Pints and Profits show. We're here. We're here. I'm telling you, we made it to another Friday. We have a great show lined up. We have nothing but positivity. We're gonna play a game again because you guys loved that game last week, and we get some newer stuff that we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
But you have reached the Pints and Profits show live. I am Dennis, the Free King Flipper, coming at you live and direct, selling on eBay. And if I find 80s stuff, specifically like Star Wars stuff in the box, like that's my jam. I love that. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what I like to sell. Toys, vintage electronics. I'll sell books. I'll sell breast pumps. I will sell old Playboy magazines.
You'll sell anything that makes $1.
Pretty much.
Nice.
No guns, no ammo, and no drugs. Those three, right? But that's really it. Everything else is on the board. So this guy over here loves to sell none of that. Right?
Yeah. Sorry guys. So dude, it's been a fucking day. Like I went to turn my computer on for the show, fucking crashed. Just completely crashed. Like, go on. Yep. And I was having issues last week. Whatever. So I grabbed the iPad. So I have a funny angle right now, but it's whatever. We're gonna roll with the punches. We're gonna roll with the punches, and it is what it is. I didn't have time to set up my mic. My lights are horrible. But what I did grab was a beer.
Oh, I'm guessing that's got to be Fiden's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tell me about that.
So this is called Down This Road. New release. I picked up last weekend. It's obviously a double. It's an 8.5, and it's Simcoe and Galaxy.
Ooh, I like that.
It's nice. I mean, this is gonna be my fourth one this week. So, it's just been a day. It's been a day, and we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna wing it today. I can't see any comments on my end, so you're gonna have to run that. Yep, not on the iPad. I can't.
That's right.
And what are you drinking over there?
Well, I know what the theme is tonight, and we didn't even talk about this earlier, is you have to wear the hat of the beer you're drinking. Is that correct? Because I'm just going to go.
Dude, no lie, I just grabbed the hat off my hat thing and just was like, I'm going.
Yeah. This is a brand new hat. I'm trying to break it in a little bit. I like the little slight curve there, right? Brand new hat. This is the sandwich location of Treehouse. And of course, I got this little guy here.
Oh yeah. The juice machine.
This is Juicy machine. So he's like the junior. He's like, see him, he's got a little sippy cup and he's on a skateboard. And it's lower ABV. It's not the usual 8.2. This is a 7.1. 7.1.
Okay.
And I've already started this one, so I've got this one too. So because it's been one of those days.
It's been a day.
Anyway, we got a great show. We have some great topics. Let's see some comments in there. Let us know you're here, and we will shout you out. I have to talk about this because my Instagram has been kind of busy with this bozo clown. You know what I'm saying? You saw that? For those that did not see this, I sold an $8 friggin' t-shirt, which goes to show you stop selling cheap junk because these are the people that come out.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was, I think I packaged it up the very next day. It just so happened to be one of my shipping days. I pulled the shirt, packed it up, and literally sent it off. And right away, he says, hey, I think you got the wrong address or the wrong, it says it's delivered already. I said, oh, it happens, right? You know, the postal employee will click it a couple of times instead of accepted and then it's like delivered. And he's like, no, that never happens. I said, trust me, I've been doing this for a long time. It does occasionally happen. I said, just give it a couple days. It'll either arrive or it'll self-correct. Okay. No, that doesn't make any sense. I said, yes, it does. This is exactly what happened. Okay. The postal employee scanned it a couple of times and now it's showing delivered. I said, I literally just dropped it off at the post office. I said, I'm not trying to scam you out of an $8 t-shirt. Okay. I have, great feedback, 8,000 feedback. Like, just stop it. I want I want a refund.
Yeah.
No, it's in transit, sir or ma'am. I don't really know who it was, but can you just please wait 24 hours for it to maybe self-correct, or it'll get there?
Yeah.
Okay. No, wouldn't answer. Wouldn't trust me at all. Bam, item not received.
Well, didn't he? I remember your conversation. Did he say to you, nothing you're saying sounds true or something like that?
Yeah. Nothing you're saying makes any sense.
Yeah. Like, I'm making this shit up. I'm just making it up.
He says this doesn't happen. I said, yes, it does.
Did you check his feedback at all? Was he a news buyer?
46.
Yeah. So he has no clue what the fuck he's doing.
So wouldn't you know it? If he opens an item not returned, but it automatically shows delivered, I just
I'll get you that.
Upload the tracking. It shows delivered.
He just screwed himself. That's all that was.
Yeah. And then I think I waited. It wasn't even 24 hours, and then it automatically closed on him. The case is already closed. So now I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, and you know what that's going to be?
Return.
Negative feedback.
Yeah, I can see that, but you'll get that removed because you followed the process.
What can you say other than, dude, I shipped it the next day. I have 2-day handling. Shipped it the next day. Not my fault, right? That's the postal employee that got a little crazy with the scanner. So this is just some of the stuff that, this is what I get for selling an $8 t-shirt. It's and
that dude, and trust me, when I'm with clothing, the worst people are the 15 and under people.
Mm-hmm.
It's the worst people because I don't know. You're getting a $15 shirt. I ship it the next day. It arrives to you clean, not damaged. What could you possibly bitch about?
Anything.
They do.
And then what? They want to return it, and they're going to return a $15 t-shirt, and they're going to pay the $6-something.
They're going to, and they'll end up getting $1.50 back.
Can't make it up. It happens.
It's crazy. I had a message today. So I sold a, Farm Aid. You ever heard of Farm Aid? Like the.
Oh, no way.
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't know this. Nick is on. Hey, Nick. He said that was actually, so I was blaming the postal employees. That was actually a site-wide eBay issue that caused that to happen on a massive amount of items. I didn't know that.
No
Nick,
shit.
Thank you. Did it happen to you? Anybody? Other than me?
Yeah, only you. Yeah, so I sold a Farm Aid fan shirt. So Farm Aid, like Willie Nelson, Dave Matthews, like they tore, Yep. So I sold one. I picked it up at the church last week, 15 cents. I sold for $25. Cool. Going to Texas. So he bought it on Wednesday. Of course, he didn't pay. 2 days. I ship Wednesday and Friday. Shipping this morning doesn't pay. This afternoon it pays around 2:00 with a message.
When are you going to ship?
I need this by Tuesday. Can you get it to me?
Yes. Yeah, sure.
What I wanted to say was like, buddy, you bought it Wednesday. Had you paid for it Wednesday, you would have it in hand now. Nope. So I said to him, I ship Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I go, but since you need it, I'll ship it for you tomorrow morning, Saturday. I'll throw it in my mailbox. I'll ship him. And it may get to him by Tuesday, and it may not, but I don't give a fuck. Pay on time.
That's crazy.
Pay on time. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then I had a negative feedback.
That happens a lot when the people are either they're new to eBay or they're just possessed by Amazon, right? Like I ordered it, it should be here tomorrow. Like bam. Yeah. I'm like, we're one-man shows here. We're not this giant company.
If you buy it and pay for it, I'm going to ship it. Like you buy it Thursday, it's shipping next morning.
Right.
You buy it Friday morning before 7:00, I'm shipping it Friday morning.
Yep.
So pay for your items.
I don't know. We're going to start a new segment called Meanwhile Back at the Lab, which is that like a sci-fi thing? Is that sci-fi? Meanwhile Back at the Lab.
That's a cue
Batman. Is that Batman?
It's a cue to refill my beer.
I think that's a superhero type thing.
Meanwhile, back in the lab.
Back at the lab. Anyway, that's going to be our week in review. I'm going to go first because this has been probably the worst 7 days stretch since we met last that I've had in a year, at least a year. It's been wild. I don't know how everybody I talk to on Instagram, all of my, Instagram friends that are resellers are saying the same thing. It's like eBay just went, bro, it's summertime. Click. Like
100%.
Done.
100%.
So I looked at my metrics just to see. It's like red arrows, all red, everything's red, and it's like 60. I'm down 60%. It's horrible. It's horrible, but I don't want to be all negative. Okay. My week was fun. I did find some great stuff at yard sales. I found a few cool items at thrift stores. I met another connection. Actually met the dean of a college that my middle son is going to be going to. We had a great conversation. So
nice.
It's fun. I went to the beach. You saw pictures on Instagram. It was absolutely beautiful. So I'm trying not to center my entire week around business. I can get caught up in it just like anybody else. I tend to dive in, and then once I'm in, I stay in there. Whether, it's smooth sailing or rough, I just stay in it. And I'm going to try something different this week. I am shutting off my notifications for eBay.
You turn them off?
I don't need to know on my phone at any given time if I've sold something. I don't need to know that. I ship Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So what?
Yeah, don't you want notifications over an offer?
No, I'm done. They're not going to take my offer anyway.
No, I'm saying, say you get an offer, and it's a decent offer. Don't you want to know if the offer's coming in?
Well, I'll look the next day when I'm shipping items out. It's good. It's still good. I don't have the space up here to be constantly like this on this thing.
Dude, I know. I'm right there with you.
It's horrible.
You're like, what can I do? What can I do? How can I fix
it? How
can I fix it? And you're going and at some point in the day, it's like, fuck this. I can't do anything to make sales come in.
Right. And then adds to frustration. It's just more and more frustrating. And I won't.
It's hard. And
then all of a sudden a sale comes in, and then boom, the dopamine just floods you, and you're just like, oh yeah, $50 sale, $100 sale, whatever it is. And you're like, oh, and then that starts to slowly trickle down. And you're like, I haven't had a sale in like 8 hours, 9 hours, 10. God forbid I didn't have a sale overnight. I wake up in the morning, I am pissed. Dude,
I rarely get overnight sales.
I'm so pissed off. And then that's how you start your day?
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't do it. I'm going to stop it.
Is the first thing you do in the morning is do you reach over and see what you got on eBay? Or do you wake up in the middle of the night and see if anything comes through? Yep. Same. And that's not a good feeling.
No. And then there's nothing on there. There's no notification. You're like, you got to be kidding me.
You know what the worst is?
Try to go back to sleep, and then you're like, you wake up again. You're like, oh, there's got to be something now. It's an addiction, right? I need a fix. Like I need that little.
The worst part is when you reach over and look. It's like 3 a.m. and you have a return request.
Oh, you want to handle it right there. You want or a negative.
Because now you can't go. Now you can't go to sleep.
Nope.
And it ruins your fucking day.
This
100%.
Absolute poison. It's absolute poisoning your brain. I'm just gonna try it for a week. That's it. I just shut off notifications. I don't need to be just slave to this thing. Like it's controlling me. It's controlling me.
It is.
And I'm not doing it.
No.
So
and I find myself stressing over I have to list. And then you go a day with one sale and you're like, why? So what I'm doing now, now that it's summertime to slow down, if I list that day, I list that day.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I'm not going to stress over the fact I'm not listing today.
Right.
I'm not going to stress over the fact that I had one sale today. One sale. Why should I go list 15 things today?
Yep. I think I'm right there with you. I've lowered mine down to 10, from 15 down to 10.
I'm around 8 to 10, right?
Yep.
And then you go and have a good day, you get 8 sales. You're like, oh shit, that's working.
Right.
Let me keep listing.
Yep.
Like, I think they fuck with you purposely.
I think they do too.
So
how many how many items do you guys list a day, or do you even list daily? Let us know down here somewhere.
So here's my week. We're gonna go back to the lab. So I had a really good weekend. So I shipped out 24 on Monday, which
dude, that's amazing,
right? But what do you think I've sold since Monday?
Tuesday. Oh, so the rest of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 days. 35 items.
12.
Oof.
12.
Yeah.
And then like Friday was good, Saturday was good, Sunday I think I sold 2 things. So majority of my sales were Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. Most of your sales were when?
Were Friday and Saturday. I think
why do you think that is?
I don't know.
I just thought of this.
Dude, by Saturday, I was going into Sunday with like 18 sales. I'm like, okay. Sunday comes, I sold 1 thing. I don't fucking know.
No one has any money, and they get paid on Thursday or Friday. And then they spend their money Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are just dead. They're just absolutely dead. And vacations. People are on vacation.
You know what? You know what I hate when people say is like, well, it's what you're selling, right?
No.
How about this? But listen, how was last Friday? My stuff was good. But I think I sold like 10 or 12 things on Friday.
Yeah.
And then this Friday, my stuff sucks.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes zero fucking sense.
Zero.
So that's why I not that I don't care, but I'm not stressing over it.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't.
I can and I do, and it ruins my day. It ruins my week. I tend to like all of a sudden just be negative about little stupid things that I normally wouldn't have, and I'm like, is this really all because I didn't make a sale yet? Is that really?
And this is like for me. So on Saturday, I think I did like 325 sales, right?
Yeah.
I said to Jen, you know what's gonna happen tomorrow?
Bah!
Yep, that's what happened. I called it. You
called it.
We've been doing. You and I have been doing this long enough. I know what's gonna happen the next day.
So
I can see it. I can see it.
That brings us to the next topic. Being positive and manifesting, because if I'm negative and I keep looking at the no sales, mm-hmm. no offers to send, it sucks, I'm down, I'm manifesting this negative energy, this negativity, like, and then it's self-rewarding, right? So you're negative anyway, and it's like, I can't get any sales and it sucks. And then when you don't get any sales and it sucks, you're like, see,
yeah,
like I feel validated. All right. And that's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. So this week I'm going to change it up. I'm going to be positive. If I don't get any sales, I'm still going to be positive. I'm going to be positive for whatever. One, I get to do this job. Okay. I get to have awesome stuff. I get to go out and find stuff. I get to sell stuff. I get to go to the beach if I want to. And I'm going to manifest positivity. I'm going to manifest, I want to find cool items, good items. I want to sell some items. And I'm just going to keep that whole train of gratitude, right? Yeah. This is new for me. Normally, when it comes to eBay, I'm very negative. And I was reminded of that tonight by my wife. It was like, why are you always in a bad mood? I'm like, because I haven't made any money this week.
Dude, it's so true, because I could be on the couch, right? And she goes, eBay, right? I go, yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly why. Because it's like,
why are we allowing that to have so much power over us?
I just think it because we're so passionate and like we're completely invested in this. We just want to be successful, right?
Yeah.
And it's frustrating. I couldn't even imagine owning a brick and mortar and then having no sales in a brick and mortar.
Imagine
Oh
that.
my God.
And then that 30 days is coming up where the lease or the rent, electric
No
bill,
way.
like, wow. Yeah. Like, this is how you want to do it, guys. You just want to have all your inventory in your house.
And it's
No brick
like,
and mortar.
now, like, so we don't really have like a topics for tonight. We're just kind of spitballing what comes to our mind, right? We're
We
kind
have
of
a
ill
game.
prepared.
We
We
are
not really prepared. I got home from work at like 15 minutes before the show. Dennis had a day. My computer wasn't working. I'm not really prepared. So I'm just taking things off the head. When you are having like a slow week, you're
Or
still
2 or
sourcing. You're
3
still
or
sourcing though.
yeah, because I enjoy it.
Sourcing,
I
yeah.
enjoy it. Yeah.
Sourcing doesn't go away because you still have to get your inventory because you know it's going to turn.
Yes.
And if you just put your hands up like, well, I'm not going sourcing. Why bother? You're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out.
Yep.
You're gonna miss out.
Do the parts of the business that you enjoy, right? We all love to shop. Otherwise, you really wouldn't be doing this. If shopping and finding items was a chore or work to you, you're not going to last.
Yeah.
In reselling, that's how it is. But when I do have spare time, because sadly today I think I packaged up 4 items. That's it.
Yeah.
I average 10 to 12 a day. 10 to 12 a day. 4.
I think I shipped out between Poshmark and eBay like 4 or 5. Yeah. Not much.
So that's allotting you more time now, right? I mean, I've had weekends where come around Monday and there's 50 items to go out, and you're like, oh man.
That's a bad problem to have. Or a good problem to have.
It is. Now it's like, well, I am done in 30 minutes. Like I'm all done. Like there's nothing else to take pictures of.
No.
I can go list, but I'm like, well, what do I do with all this time? So I'll answer and then I'll ask you the same question. Your sales are slow. You've allotted yourself now a ton of more time because you're not packaging items.
You're right.
I have lowered my listings from 15 down to 10. And is this the time where you go out in full force on Saturdays and your favorite thrift day and you start just bring in that inventory? Is this the time where you stock up? Is this the time where you, I don't know, do an inventory of your stuff? Make sure it's listed. Make sure it's a quality item. If it's garbage, start a donation pile, run a sale, just get rid of a whole bunch of crap. Clean your counter, clean your work area. Maybe invest in a new light or something for your photo booth. Redo your photo booth. Redo a shelf or something. Like you have time to invest in your business. Just because business is slow, I'm down here in the shop. I'm doing something every single day. I'm dedicating a couple of hours to work, whether it's, like what I said, organizing, reorganizing, learn a new niche, right? Learn something new. Like, oh, I don't know. I wanted to get into art or tools or pottery. Watch some videos, like educate yourself. Like that's your time. For some reason, eBay is giving you that time where you're not, packaging orders and stuff like that so much, where you can do other things. So I find myself still invested in it, but I'm kind of doing different things for the summer. What do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. I'll work on my spreadsheet, which is something that I still do to this day. It's kind of old school, but I enter everything manually into a spreadsheet of what I sold. It's old school. Does it have to be done? Not really. There's other tools you can do it, but I like doing it, right? And it helps me out for tax season. So I've been working on that more. I've been finding, like, now that it's summer, we're out doing things. Like, so, every Saturday we'll go out to eat somewhere. One week I'll pick, 1 week she'll pick, and just go do things at night. A lot of cleaning, checking inventory, stuff like that. Checking your prices, and just miscellaneous stuff that you forget about when it's busy.
Right.
And cleaning is one of them. Like, I just went through and like cleaned out 2 bags of garbage inventory and stuff that was damaged or stained that was just sitting in a corner that didn't get to. So, okay, bag it up, donate it. So yeah, there's definitely things you can do when it's slow.
Which helps your business, right? I mean, it's still positive.
Yeah, anything you do in your business is going to help. You know, maybe I'll take more photos. Maybe I'll take one day and just take a shit ton of photos, so I have them for the next few days.
Right.
Stuff like that. Kind of signature.
Nick says it's hard. It's a hard balance to strike. I think the paranoia and obsession is part of why we are successful reselling.
Yeah.
There's
a huge paranoia because it's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Am I a failure? Is it not? Can I, you know, it's just, you think about like the stuff that's not true.
Yeah. How about this? No overnight sales, no morning sales, no late morning, no early afternoon, no afternoon sales. And what are you thinking in your head? I'm never going to sell something again.
No.
It's ridiculous.
And here's something I'm going to say, which, is it controversial?
Ooh.
Whatever. That's not. It's not controversial like a conspiracy.
Ooh.
But it kind of goes back to like social media. Let's say that, right?
Okay. So I don't need protection.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You can put it out there. You see a lot of people like debunking, like, oh, there's no such thing as summer slowdown. My sales are amazing, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
You can't let yourself as a seller jump into social media and listen to that.
Yeah.
Because you know your business by the back of your hand. I know my business. I know what's working, what's not working. Yep. So when I hear other people out in social media land saying like, oh, I'm selling this, and this, you don't want to go that way. I mean, you don't want to be like, oh, how come he's doing it?
Right.
And I'm not doing it. I'm selling the same thing he's selling. It's social media. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. I mean, social media for me sometimes is story time. And I love a good fictitious story. Oh, dude, you got the... No, I didn't get any of that stuff.
No.
I get one of these, though.
I have a bunch of them. I'm telling you.
This is what I'm drinking right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Biden just got these cups, too. They're their water cups.
Yep.
So...
Treehouse has them, too.
I was very thirsty this weekend. I'm with water.
All right, so... To wrap that whole segment up, I'm going to be positive this week.
Me too.
I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to show tons of gratitude no matter what it is and stop being so negative. I'm going to stop being so cynical. That's what it really is, right? Like you go out and you're going to go to your favorite stores and all that, and you come back with nothing, and you're like, see, there's nothing out there. There's no. It's just like
you have
compounds.
The biggest thing, like you said, is like gratitude, because I'm grateful for what this brings me.
Yeah.
Right. We're in different situations where you're just all full time, and I'm kind of like half part time, full time in the middle, right?
Right.
But I'm still grateful. Every sale that comes in, I'm like, this is great. You know, you can put it towards your bills. You can pay this. You can do that. You can do that. So I'm always grateful for what this brings.
Yeah.
But frustrated too.
Nick has a good comment here, and you're gonna love this. He says, someone is always going to do better than you.
Yeah.
The old story of comparison being the thief of joy is true.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 100%.
It is.
I used to get myself caught up in the comparison mode, like nonstop. And then I can't. You can't do it because you number one, you don't know what to believe.
What is true, right? What is true and what's not.
Just because someone says, "Oh, I sold 30 things today,"
right.
What
is their situation?
Right.
Are they married with 3 kids?
Or are they living? Right.
Are they single? You know, you don't know the backstory.
The comparison, Everyone's story is different.
You don't know their
Everyone's story is
business
different.
model. You don't know
No.
they're getting all free stuff from everybody. You don't know that. You don't know what
Yeah.
they're buying it for. You don't. It's and
No,
again,
you
you
don't know.
compare, and you're like, you take all the greatest things and you compare them to all your bad shit.
Yeah.
And then you get pissed, and then you get angry,
Yeah.
and it's
No,
like,
no comparing.
don't do it. Don't. If you took that energy and that time out and concentrated on you and your
Yeah.
business,
Mhm.
that's positive. That's how
Yeah.
you get your stuff going. Like, I don't care what my neighbor is doing. I really don't. But it's human nature to look, to compare,
Oh yeah,
start
dude.
to
And that's the thing.
analyze.
Like I'll do it with you. I'm like, fucking Dennis is killing it today. And
Yeah.
then Jen's like, you guys aren't selling the same shit. Stop comparing yourself.
That's right.
You're not.
That's right.
It's completely different.
Right. Dennis
like,
found a box of Transformers over the weekend.
Like what
Of course. Of course he's going to kill it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And then it falls flat on his face. Like what?
And I get in that mode like, damn, he's fucking killing these garage sales. But she's like, would you just stop? You're not in the same niche. Like that's him. This is you.
That's my
And
jam.
I'm like, you're fucking right. Have another drink.
Yep. And now
that's exactly what it is.
You know, like 2 weeks later, I still have some of those Transformers for sale. 0, nothing, and I'm basically struggling all week. So
yeah,
like you don't know that. You don't know my business, my highs and lows, and
yeah.
you know.
I have to get something. We're playing this game. I have to pull this out.
Oh, all right. Here we go. Because
my
all right,
closet
one more comment from Nick here.
I'm coming out of the closet. Be careful.
Okay, that negative mindset is a killer. 100%.
Yeah,
I sell a lot of clothing, and just like Scott here, I sell a lot of clothing, and in that field, sometimes you have return days from hell. Like 5 or 8 hit you in a day, even though your return rate is low. You just wait.
Yep. 100%.
You wait for the next return to come in. Yeah.
And it comes in threes.
It's I don't know. I knock on wood, the stuff I sell mostly are one-off pieces. Like I don't have it's just different, you know. A hard goods seller versus a clothing reseller. It's so different. It's so different.
Yeah, it's so different. All right, so what's this game? What's it called again? Would you pick it up?
This, that, both, neither.
This, okay.
So you're going to do one at a time, I guess. We're going to tweak the game a little bit.
Yeah, I got a couple things. 2 of these things were in the closet.
You can do one at a time. So he's going to give you an item. And the question for you is, would you pick this up? Yes or no? He's going to give you a price, a fictitious price that he paid for it. So would you buy this item at that price or whatever? Don't give it away because you do like 25-cent items and stuff.
So most of my items I pick up are going to be under $2. My cost of goods is around $1.80-ish if you bring everything. I don't pay up for a lot of stuff. Okay. So
but if you're going to tell us you picked everything up for a quarter, my answer is yes on everything.
Okay. So let's just say you're at a thrift store. The average
just
price
give us an average. Okay. Yeah. An average, what you would see at like
just say
Salvation Army. Just give us
$5, $6, $7.
All right.
Okay. So this is a blazer. Okay. It is.
Are there any curveballs in here?
No. Nope.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That's not very. Okay.
So this is a Harris tweed blazer.
Okay. And this is what, $7?
Say $7. We'll say a couple things with $7. So this is a Harris tweed. Okay. Yeah. The brand's not great. It's Stafford, which is kind of a shitty brand.
Yeah.
But like Laura Piana, it's Harris tweed. Would you pick this up?
Well, you kind of gave it away, but to be honest with you, I would scroll right by that thing so fast. I wouldn't even look at it.
So I've typically, yes. Okay. So a Harris tweed, I've sold a J. Crew Harris tweed blazer for like $150. Okay. Nice. Now it's all about branding. This is a shitty brand.
Yeah.
But it's still Harris tweed. So yes, I picked it up and I've had it for 8 months. Hasn't sold. So
okay. Even if it was $7, you'd
I would still pick it up because I know Harris tweed overall is a decent fabric. So you want to pick up a Harris tweed.
And what are you expecting to get out of that piece right there?
I have it listed $50 is around what they sell for. Just because of the brand. If it was like a Polo or like a J. Crew or a different, you're looking at higher end. But that's about $50.
So better brand, same material is what you really want to get.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So
I would not have even have looked at that twice.
Yeah. So this is new with tags. Okay. And it is Kansas City Chiefs, Harrison Butker. Okay. He's a kicker for the Chiefs. New with tags. I picked this up last summer. I paid $5 for it.
I probably would have bought that for $5. New with tags.
It's been sitting for almost a year.
Is he the current kicker?
I don't know. That's,
right? Because people aren't going to.
He is. He may have got injured last year, but he's one of the top kickers in the NFL. So I found 2 of those. And I'm like, I'm just going to grab one and see what happens. And then it's not selling. So I don't think I would pick that up again.
Let's see. He is currently the place kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right. So I'm going to end I'm going to end this stuff similar when football season starts. See what happens.
Yeah. But for $5, it's brand new with tags. Like, and it's the Chiefs.
So
yes, I would have bought that. I would have bought that.
So those were in my closet. This next pile of stuff is what I got today.
Nick says he's very surprised that hasn't sold.
I know it's new with tags.
Butker has a big following. He's surprised.
So I really don't know. And it's new with tags. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so this is a vintage champion.
Yes,
made in USA.
I'm buying it.
$5. Let's go $5. These were average. They was around 5-ish. Let's give or take a few dollars.
I love vintage champion. Oh hell yeah, dude!
Right?
Hell yeah.
Here's the fucked up thing, dude. I've got like 3 or 4 of these in my store, not moving. Now, 2 years ago, this would sell for $75.
Oh.
Now, maybe 25 tops.
Wow.
That's how much the market has changed on vintage champion made in USA.
Why?
How old
is that? What's
this is an 80s tag.
80s,
late 80s, or late 80s, early 90s. Made in USA.
I'm wearing that in high school.
Oh, we're both wearing these. Oh, 100%.
Dude, because I remember that. Yeah.
So it's not reverse weave.
Does it get on the sleeve?
Yep, on the sleeve. So now, like the vintage champion, there's either it's a plain sweatshirt or it's a reverse weave. You know what the reverse weave is?
Yes.
And the stretch here, the reverse weave bring a little bit more money. But yeah, I'm still gonna pick it up for $5 because I know
$5, dude.
I know it's gonna sell. 100%. All right, we have.
So Nick says for him, vintage champion and Russell Athletic was closer to an instant sale during the pandemic.
And 100%. I would sell those things to like Japan like instantly.
So that's how quickly cool today, not tomorrow, right?
But then again, social media will say they're worth $100. So we have a vintage Lee made USA trucker.
Cool. Jacket. How much?
$5. Yes,
I'm buying that for $5
all day. These will sell for around $75.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's kind of a small size.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't beat that.
That's a sick jacket. Let me see that one more time.
See, it says size 36, but it definitely is not a 36.
Dude, that is sick. Wow.
It's definitely it'll probably fit you, honestly.
Whoa. I get it's tight in this area. Like, right.
So yeah, I saw this, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna sell because comps are around $75 right now.
$5, dude.
$5.
Wow. What if that was not vintage?
Nope.
What if that was from like 2021, 2022?
I would not buy it.
Even for $5?
No.
Wow.
There is.
So there's that much of a difference.
It's just that that has to be. If I can do my research, I'm thinking early '80s.
Nick says the quality on vintage Lee compared to modern day is such a massive difference.
Yeah, like this. Dude, this is like super thick. Like
Yeah,
super thick. Like
yeah.
the stitching.
Oh
Like
yeah,
you're not gonna buy this now. Like
right.
and it's not gonna last, right?
Right. The denim now is like paper thin. It's
That thing is
crappy.
super. That thing is like heavy.
Yeah. And what do you have that listed for?
I just bought it today, so I'm
Okay.
comps are around 75-ish.
Damn. Okay.
But it's a smaller size, so I'll say $50.
50, $60.
Conserve $50. All right, this one next. Kind of, I'm on the fence about this for two reasons. So Tommy Bahama.
Oh yeah, I'm passing because somebody told me that you don't want it anymore.
But 100% linen.
That's a curveball. I wouldn't even have noticed.
It's a nice pattern.
I would not have noticed.
I obviously I'm picking. I would pass on Tommy Bahama all friggin' day.
Yeah.
But let me do something real quick. Tommy Bahama.
And that's what, $5?
$5. It was actually $3 today. Tommy Bahama.
See, I'm probably not buying it.
Linen, plaid.
Size?
Sure. It is a large.
Large.
So let's take a look here. Now again, it's not what they used to be. But we're going to go 20, 20, 25, 25, 49. That's new. 49 for one of them. I'll say $20, $25. I'll put $5 and $25 all day.
Yeah, not for me, not for non-clothing. I'm a non-clothing seller.
Yeah.
That margin is too, like, I look for just home runs. $5 into 40, 5 into 50, 5 into 60.
So
I just don't know enough.
I know. I know like linen right now, that if I price that at a good price point, that's going to sell this week because it's summertime. Okay. It's linen, it's plaid, it's colorful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Here's the last one.
Have you ever found Nick says there's a Tommy Disney collab that are really good?
Yeah, so Tommy Bahama with like any collab with like these companies are huge. Like FootJoy, you know, heard of FootJoy? Yep. Garbage brand now. But when FootJoy
is it really? Wait, what?
Garbage, dude, garbage.
Dude, I'm always 5 or 6 years behind. Always.
So FootJoy on itself isn't what it was during 2-3 years ago. But FootJoy with a Titleist collab, $50 all day.
What?
When I was on the Cape, I went to Sal's out there and found like 4 or 5 FootJoy with Titleist sold instantly. Oh, $40-$50. When you have those collabs, they sell.
Speaking of collabs, your Tommy Bahama, Chad, the quirky picker, says the only thing I'm buying from Tommy Bahama is a beach chair.
Yes. Yes.
They do make great chairs, man.
Those
things are awesome.
So yeah, Tommy Bahama too. I'll stay away, but that was $3 today. I'm gonna take a chance on $3.
All right. Yeah, I mean, $3 into $25, $27, somewhere around there.
I'll do that all day. Okay, here's my last.
Hold on, this is gonna kill you, man. Chad said he sold his high school Levi jacket a few years ago. Oh, I'm like, wow.
How much?
Yeah, let us know. Oh, he hasn't mentioned it yet, but that's one thing I probably
no. I've found
doesn't go out of style. Doesn't go out of style.
I found a vintage 1986 Levi's trucker jacket at a garage sale years ago for $5.
Yeah.
I think I sold it for almost $200.
Oh man. Yeah. It's something I'm keeping. How about Nick saying Peter Millar with a Masters logo?
Oh, dude, all day.
$200 because of just that stupid little half-inch logo.
I bought a Grayson polo, with a Masters on it, and I sold it for $75 in a day.
Without it, what would that be?
A Master shirt by itself,
No,
25-ish.
Okay.
The great,
All right.
so a Masters by itself, 25, 30, 35. A Grayson polo by itself, about the same. But when you gel them together, nuts.
Insane.
It's the collabs that you're looking for.
So that's a one-off or more rare.
So
They
like a
didn't
lot
they
of these
didn't
like
do a ton of.
no, so like say Masters will collab for like a year with Grayson, or they'll collab with Titleist or FootJoy,
Okay.
and you just put both logos on it, and that's the value.
All right. Makes sense.
Last one on my block is
Oh, I know that.
not the author, but the clothing.
Oh, that's not Judy Blume.
Judy Blume. No, it's Judy Blue.
Yeah, Judy Blue. Last year, yes, I would have ripped right past that one. But somebody that sells clothing told me that I should be looking for that. I would have stopped dead in my tracks and just bought it. I probably would have texted you to say, "Hey, I'm at the little church thrift store. They want $3 for this," and you would have said, "Yeah, no
and again with every fucking brand, Judy Blue isn't what it was 2 years ago. Judy Blue 2 years ago would sell for $50.
Dude,
now
you and Nick are like this. He's like,
what did he say?
Judy Blue was a monster in 2023. What did you just say? 2 years ago. And it's plummeted, but it's still decent.
Still decent. And so those are a bigger size. So when you find a Judy Blue with a plus size, those are 22s.
Yeah.
I'm safe to get around 35 for those.
Nice.
It's when you get down to like the size 8, 10, 12, the smaller sizes, they're not worth it. And it's with any ring. Adriana Goldschmied, 2 years ago, Nick's going to agree, you would sell instantly for $45.
Yeah.
Now you're lucky if you get 15 for that. It's just it's just so actually I went thrifting on my lunch today at work.
Very cool, dude. That's awesome. Thank you for that.
So
that's
I saw those. So
that's some good stuff right there. I'm trying to compare it to what I do, and there's no comparison. Like, dude, like 1970s Fisher Price was so hot last year. Like, but oh my god, like everybody wants the 90s stuff now. It just
way different.
It doesn't compute. It doesn't compute at all.
The clothing market changes monthly.
Monthly, yeah. What Chad says, I find Judy Blume books all the time.
There's probably a market for that too.
That's kind of what I thought the first time I learned of it. Nick says, what's with all the short people in Goldschmied? 50% of the pairs are hemmed to a 27-inch inseam.
They are.
What is that? I don't know.
I don't pick up any more Adriana Goldschmied or AG. I don't pick up unless I find it for $1.
Yeah,
I pass on it. There's so many, dude. There's so many brands that Rag and Bone. They're horrible now. There's so many brands I would go back 2 years ago and buy all day.
What are two brands that are your unicorn? And I'll give you a minute to think of. It doesn't have to be a specific thing. Just two brands that one you might have never found, or maybe found once in your life. And
I'll tell you right now what they are.
Okay.
And I'm not going to blow any market because these brands will never lose value.
Ooh.
And one is Laura Piana.
Oh, really now? Okay.
Laura Piana will not lose value. And Brunello Cucinello. I think that's how you say it. I just looked for the Brunello. I'm not Italian. But again, Nick Brunello, Laura Piana, and Bruno Ciccinello, whatever it's called. They would never lose value. I've found 2 Laura Piana cashmere vests in a thrift store, back to back.
Okay.
They sold for $700 each.
God.
Never found them again. Same thrift store.
Hold on. Let me pause you there for a second. These were what? Cashmere?
They were Laura Piana cashmere vests.
Okay. So I found a cashmere vest before, and it's like $30, $25 tops. It's just because of this maker.
It's because of the brand. Laura Piana, yep.
Okay. It's Italian.
Same thrift store, same aisle. I found 2 Brunello Cucinello, a sweater and a jacket. So either this guy died, or his wife was like, "I'm kicking you out,
dude.
I'm bringing all your stuff to the thrift store."
I typed in BRU in my eBay app, and that's the first thing that came up.
So look, type in that and type in a cashmere vest.
It's Cucinelli.
Mm-hmm.
Cucinelli. Brunello Cucinelli.
Brunello.
And you want a what? Vest?
Just type in a cashmere vest. I had a jacket. I had a puffer jacket too, but just type in a cashmere vest.
Wait, these are at thrift stores?
I found them twice, one in the same thrift store.
Dude, get out of here.
Nuts, right? The value doesn't go down.
Hold on, let me share that one real quick.
Dude, I found a pair of Laura Piana jeans with missing buttons, and they sold for $100. Yeah, there you go. So see that vest right there for $892? That's what I sold something like that for $725.
Jeez, dude, come on, man. This is nuts.
So that person
I don't know if I would have stopped at some of these, to be totally honest with you.
Dude, you would have.
I don't know.
It's a different feel. You would have stopped for it.
Yeah, they're like $2,000 brand new. Like, there's one right here. This is a cashmere and a mixture of down with a hood.
Mm-hmm.
Used,
right?
$1,900. Like,
yeah, nuts.
I'm happy with this $185 one right here.
That's just a sweater. That's just a sweater. Yeah.
Oh my god, bro!
So like this guy who sold one for the $46 one, go up a little bit. $46.99.
Oh,
wait, he could have gotten $146.99 for it.
You got to be kidding. All right, so these are the top ones are June 23rd. You got a June 21st, June 11th, June 8th, June 4th.
I'm telling you, you will find them out in the Cape. I'm telling you right now, you'll find them.
Wow.
There's a lot of rich people out there.
I am.
And when you find them, it's like me finding
away.
the what's it called? The Death Star. It's the same thing.
Oh, you find the Death Star playset from 1977, like in the box. I don't even care if it's used. It's in the box with a manual.
You will. I'm telling you right now, you will find that brand, and you're gonna text me and say, "Motherfucker, I just found that."
That's probably exactly what I'll say. Exactly what I'll say. Or I'll just take a picture of it and be like this.
You're gonna find them, I'm telling you.
Chad says he's here for the comic relief. I'm glad. Nick says in clothing, Roback, RHOBACK, is an instant sale for now.
I never
in the world of hard goods, TI-84 and Sony VCRs. Yep. I agree with both of those.
There's a lot of brands that are instant sales, and they're just obscure brands that
Resale Dojo says when rich people lose or gain weight. Yeah, you're gonna find that stuff.
Steve, I'm glad Steve joined. We haven't seen him. Thanks for coming on, Steve. Now you want to talk about people that find unicorn stuff? That guy.
Yeah. What was your? So those were your 2 unicorns.
Yeah. So Laura Piana and then Brunello Cucinelli.
Ciao, bella. Nick says, I'm even going to pronounce your name now. Nick Rinaldi says, McGregor powder snow mohair sweaters from the 60s.
Yeah.
Hitting $1,000. So
yeah, I've sold a McGregor mohair sweater for like $3 something.
Is that the same brand that makes the crappy golf clubs, McGregor?
It looks the same.
Is it really the same brand?
It looks. I don't know. I really don't know if it's the same brand.
I didn't know if they made. I'm gonna have to look it up. I did not know that they made stuff like that. Is it MAC?
I think it's MC.
Okay. See, MAC is the golf crappy stuff.
Switching up to another when summer ends.
McGregor, like a vintage. Oh yeah, dude, that stuff's crazy.
Mohair typically overall, regardless of brand, will sell.
Yep. Oh, that's cool stuff. Did you see that? Hold on, let me get you there. There we go. That is some cool stuff, dude. I'd almost wear that. I love that. There's a vintage 60 ones right there. $350. Oh man, I've never seen $1,000. What?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's just a cardigan sweater for $1,000.
It's almost like, and the keywords for that are like Kurt Cobain, Nirvana, like that's the keywords. Like that one for
Yeah,
$200.
I'm not trying to look. All right, so there, can you see that? That's what the tag looks like. That is so cool.
Yeah. So the dude that sold that one for $59 lost a shit ton of money.
59, like that's like you're not doing any research.
No,
anything.
That he lost $100 easily on that sweater.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot, and like some of these brands will never lose value. You can talk about it all day. You'll never lose value on these items.
Nick says he sold one for $199 a year ago, sold within seconds.
Yeah.
I knew I messed up.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been there, man. I've done the same thing.
But
like,
I know it sucks too, but you're like, fuck, I could have got another $500.
I left money on the table. Why? I didn't know, or I didn't research. I didn't know enough. I've done it. I've gotten so excited about an item that I threw it on there, and within 7 minutes it sold. I'm like, oh no. It's weird. Like your first reaction isn't, oh hell yeah, dude, awesome sale.
No,
it's
you're like,
I
think I made a mistake.
Yeah. Yep. And that was with that video game that the hell I was talking about a couple weeks ago. The Nintendo one with the Pokemon.
Oh, right.
$1,600.
Yeah, you could have got more.
It was like gone. I'm like, oh no.
I know. And like dude, like we've said before, like the good thing about me and you is like if I find what's that Star Wars, the spaceship, what's it called?
Millennium Falcon.
If I find these things, I
yeah.
can text you and be like, dude, what is this worth?
Yeah.
And if you find something, dude, I just found this McGregor mohair sweater. What the hell? Like, you're not going to list it low. You're going to be like, you can lean on people like, dude, there's no way I just found this in a store.
Nick found his at the end of an estate sale. It looked just like an itchy old sweater, he says.
They are itchy too.
And guess what he paid for it?
$5.
50 cents. Hey, you find something like that for 50 cents and you make $200. I mean, sure. I mean, you obviously you left money on the table, but I can't be upset about that.
You can't get mad at that, but
you learned something and you made a ton of money on that.
You learn next time you see one, you don't list it for $200.
100%. Hey, Land Shark Picker has joined us. What's going on, Land Shark?
Thank you.
Are you drinking a Land Shark? I just want to, we're all here drinking. I'm not drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon, but I do like the glass in the shape of a can.
There's no way you're spilling your first drink, right?
No, I got these two guys.
Because I'm already 2 pints deep. So
yeah, I'm drinking these mother chickens right here. Juicy machine. He is not. Land Shark Picker is not drinking a Land Shark, which is, I believe that's like that. I want to say it's a beach lager, right? Land Shark lager.
Sounds like a beach. It's got a shark in the name.
Oh, there you go. Land Shark lager is one of my favorites, though. So, all right, I know, I see you, I hear you.
Nice.
So those are your two. Let me give you my two. A while back at a yard sale, I found a Sony Walkman. I have a huge soft spot for Walkmans. Crazy soft spot. I don't know what it is. Whether it be your original black one with the little belt clip and all that, or the yellow Sony Sports.
Oh, yeah.
Love those. I love those. I don't know why I love them so much. But this was weird. It was a yard sale, and then she had a whole bunch of stuff in the garage. I was digging through a box, and I came across this large Walkman. They're usually about yay big. This thing was like elongated like this. And I'm like, how much is the Walkman? She's like, that's $5. I'm like, hell yeah. I always check the battery compartment. Clean battery compartment, wasn't corroded. I'm like, I'll give you $5. You kidding me? I'll probably make $30-$40 on this.
Yeah.
It had the headphones with it. So I'm like, oh, so it's probably $50. Awesome. I brought this thing home. This was one of those rare early Walkmans that also recorded.
Oh,
Most of the ones you have, they just play, stop, fast forward, rewind. This one actually recorded, and it has another little input so you could hook up a mic to it. All right. That thing sold for $550.
yes.
Yeah. Almost immediately. And it was going to
Japan.
Yep. So I knew right away that I made a mistake because they're normally in that $700 to $800 range. And I'm like, oh, just take 2 more minutes and do your
I
research.
But again, you got it for $5.
Again, yeah, just like what Nick was saying. He paid 50 cents, made $200. I paid $5, $500. I mean, I'm not greedy, but I just wish I knew more. And that's when your impatience costs you money. Like take the time and do some research, especially if you have something worth a good amount of money. You're gonna find stuff. You're going out looking for and sourcing and making connections and building this database that you're like right away. Boom, that's cashmere. Boom, for you, you know, that's linen. Bang, bang, bang. All these things. It's like, I don't know. Wow, what? We're getting some awesome comments.
Dude,
right
here. It sucks. I can't read the comments. This is horrible, guys. I can't read the comments because my
yeah, he's on his iPad. Landshark Picker said Landshark is one of his favorites. It's kind of Corona-ish, but silver and blue is the bomb. What is silver and blue? Is that Coors? Silver and blue? Is that Bud Light? I'm not sure. We drink craft beer. I'm a snob as well as that guy over there. I'm drinking Treehouse Brewing from Massachusetts. I'm on my second one. We got an awesome one, and their name is Hi, H-I. And I'm about to butt chug a bong rip right now. Cheers.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm like, my question is picks or it didn't happen. And that's what I'm going to say to that. Thank you, Landshark. Yes, that was an amazing garage sale pickup with the Walkman. Anything I find that's 1977, 80, 83 Star Wars. That is like, I have a very, very difficult time selling that stuff. I do come across figures and vehicles and stuff like that pretty often. My collection, it's okay. I still have some stuff from when I was a kid, which I'm never going to get rid of. But I do find some stuff that's worth stupid amount of money that I have to sell. I'm in a business, right? I'm not a hoarder. I'm not even a collector.
Right. And that's the thing. If you find something you're like, oh, dude, I can't sell this, but it's worth $4,000, you're going to sell it.
It's gone.
It means nothing sitting behind your desk. It means nothing sitting there.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm the same way. Let me know in the comments right now, what are some of the things that if you ever found you just wouldn't sell? Like that it's off the thing. You're going to keep it. It's very few for me. And in fact, I told you one of them is Star Wars. Very few G.I. Joe figures from the 80s. And that's maybe a couple of original pressings from some reggae. I'm a huge reggae fan. Some Bob albums, but other than those 3 things,
man, I'm selling it.
There's nothing
I want to keep.
There's nothing. There's nothing you're going to keep. Not one single thing.
Like, if I find something cool, like a nice hoodie, I'm going to wear it and then sell it. What do I need at 52 years old? I don't care. I just
really
like, I don't think I mean, I don't know. I can't see that. Like, I don't know. There's a couple like nostalgic, like clothing items I would definitely like. I would want to keep. I've talked about the Howard University hoodie that I've been looking for. Like, I'd probably want to keep that. There's certain things. I don't know.
Give me one thing that's just completely off the table. Like, not gonna happen.
That vintage 1992 Howard University hoodie that you can only get at the college.
Okay.
That they resell for around $250. If I find that, I'm keeping it.
Here, I'll show you. Someone was asking about Where is it here? How do I why can't I show that? There it is. You guys wanted to know what the Walkman was, what I found? Right
dude,
here.
we all had that too.
Yeah. No, you did not. You did not have this one. This is the recordable one. Not many.
Okay,
This
well,
is it's a DC6. So
I'm pretty sure I had one that recorded when I was like
really this had
late,
way too many buttons for us.
late 80s,
Way too many buttons.
85, 86 ish.
So I sold mine for $500, and all of these are $650.
You screwed yourself.
Yeah, a couple $100. His one's $750. Here's one that just sold June 25th for $940.
Dude, I want to jump in a time machine and just go back to 1985 and keep everything.
All of the electronic stuff, video games, clothing, and just keep all that. So I hope that guy did get his butt chug of a bong rip.
Whoever that was,
he did not give us an update on that, but I'm intrigued.
Hey, he was probably a troll, but hey,
Nick had an Undertaker Topps Chrome 1 of 1 Super Refractor. Bought it for $50 for his collection. Then he got it graded, and he sold that for, I'm not going to tell you, at a golden auction. And then now he regrets it.
Oh.
He bought it for $50, had it graded, sold it for what? What do you say? What do you think?
Graded $50, sold it for $50. Auction.
A golden, that's the key word there, a golden auction.
$500 he sold it for. He sold it higher than $500. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I don't know.
Keep going.
6,000, 7,000,
$7,500.
Holy shit!
He said the value was just too much for me to justify keeping. I wasn't a smart investor or anything either. Pure luck on that one.
Jeez.
I have to agree with you that I'm out what $50 to buy it, and then maybe another $75 to have it graded, to sell it for almost $8,000.
But what's it worth now, though? Had he kept it, what's it worth?
I don't know. Nick, let us know. I don't even want to ask that question because that might be why he's regretting it. That's a one of one.
Oh my god, it's probably I don't even know how much that's worth.
Topps Chrome 1 of 1 Super Refractor. Bought it for $50.
That's wild.
$50.
You still made a huge you still made a huge return.
Right. And then you can't say, what did you make on that $7,500? Did you reinvest? Did you buy other items? So, I mean, that money doesn't stop at $7,500.
I paid 8 car payments.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got to live in my house for a few months. I mean, it's 1 of 1. So that's a tough part. It could sell for $5,000. It could sell for $20,000. Yep. Good point.
It could,
but I think 7,500 is kind of right in the wheelhouse.
I know it's tough. I never find that shit.
But
insane. I'm also not looking for it. You know what I mean?
It was right before I bought my first home. See, so
down payment.
Yeah, I mean that's I would have done that 100 times out of 100. There's no way I'm keeping that. Why?
No.
I just there's no way. I found this the other day.
What? Let me ask you
this is a horrible segue. Go ahead.
If you were out thrifting and you found an original Bob Marley signed, you're not selling that.
I'm keeping that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
even if it's worth 30, 40, 50 grand, you're not selling it.
Ooh. That much?
I don't know.
Let me see. Let me just see.
Like, I don't know how much, like, you find like a 1 of 1 photo of Bob Marley, like, and it's
a lot of them are gonna be 1 of 1 stuff, but
I know.
I'm looking right now. There is a here, I'll even show you. I'll just show you guys because it's not crazy money.
It's not crazy money. Oh shit, $750. You're keeping that for $750.
This is an original Whalers Legend album signed by him. Hell yeah. I'm keeping that.
Yep.
Here's a 1972 Bob Marley signed autographed single.
Yeah, that's from the UK though.
$2,000. I mean, this is his signature on the Exodus.
$9.
Like, I don't like. Is there any that are not?
I think it's Bill Marley, not Bob Marley, for $9.
There's Ziggy.
Yeah, so I guess you probably would for it if it's. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool though. Signed
Yeah.
album.
I would love to have that. In fact, I might even look it up now and just see if they're if any are for sale. Those were sold listings, but oh my god, okay. I mean, this is what people are asking stupid prices. They've got a original Bob Marley and the Wailers signed album for $5,000.
That's not. There's no way.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of his signatures out there. Yeah, there's really not a lot. There's 3 right now listed. I'm sorry, 5. There's a photo for $250 but like, do you get it authenticated? Is it real? I have no idea. Nick says he didn't find it. I really didn't find it. I just bought it for myself. No skill at all. So he just wanted it and bought it.
Wow.
Got it graded, and then realized it was worth stupid amount of money. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Reggae stuff, like I just got that. I've been dying to show this thing off. See that?
That is pretty dope.
So I am like the whitest non-dreadlocked Rastafarian you'll meet. I really am. I can't grow any hair. I'm bald. And it's I don't know. I just enjoy it so much, man. We were at a show last night. That's why we weren't recording last night.
That's right.
And it was sick. It was.
I saw some of the videos on Instagram. Yeah,
so much fun. It's a great venue.
Was that the Melody tent too?
Mm-hmm.
Is that where it was? I know the background looked familiar.
Yep. Very, very cool place. What's the reaction when you, as a middle-aged white guy, tell people your favorite is Bob Marley? Yeah, I was just saying. I don't know. We have seen his sons probably 15 times. Ziggy, Damien, Steven. We follow Steven Marley around. I don't know. It's cool. It's such a cool group of people. There are some hardcore, real Rastafarians that go to these shows.
And they look at you like, huh?
There are some white Irish guys like me that are at these shows. And it's just the best group of people you ever want to be with. Like, there are no fights that happen.
It's judgment free.
It is so cool. It's if you really want to get with some really awesome friends and your people, it's at one of these reggae shows. It's just so chill, so cool, so laid back. Everybody just, wants to talk about the music, and it's awesome. So we go to it. Go ahead.
That one time, that story you told me that you're on the beach and that you had your flag flying and that guy said something to you.
This was just another ignorant boomer that I had. When I drive out, we have a drive out beach here on the Cape, and I fly either the Rastafarian flag in Jamaica or Rastafarian, and I've been flying the Virgin Islands flag. And this stupid bastard, like, as I'm passing him, he's rolling his window down, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He goes, "Yeah, what's up with the flags?" I'm like, "Well, did you want to have a conversation, or are you just judging me, right? Like, did you want to be educated? Because there's more things going on than just Massachusetts."
What's up with the flags?
It was that attitude too, like, "Hey, what's up with the flags?" I'm like, "Well, this one here is Jamaica. If you studied history or a globe, perhaps you would know there's other countries than the United States. This one over here is basically the Ethiopian flag with the line of Judah, this right here. And Rastafarians have claimed that as their flag. It's the line of Judah represents God, any God, whatever God you want, whatever God you worship. And it is what they fly at all of the reggae fest. It's just peace, it's love, it's togetherness, especially love. Like, that's their whole thing. And he didn't want to hear it, and he just shakes his head. And I'm just like, all right, well, Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. Like, I was just trying to have a conversation. Like, and
Yeah.
that's the problem. Like, nobody can have a conversation anymore. It's like, all right,
Good luck going home
you
and being
stopped
miserable.
me and you asked me, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you facts. I'm not giving you an opinion, and I'm not giving you a story. Like, I'm just telling you what it is, and I fly it because I believe in what they believe.
That's crazy.
I think it's the coolest thing. It's so non-judgmental. It's like,
People
it's
are
like
dicks.
togetherness, love, music. Like, that's why we're all here. And it's every show you go to, they'll talk about it. Every single show. It's amazing. So I don't know. Come to a reggae show. It's great. We get to go see Ziggy this year, Burning Spear, Stephen Marley. We get to see all of them. It's amazing. So Burning Spear is 70, what is he, 79, almost 80 years old?
Oh, shit.
He grew up in the same town as Bob Marley. In fact, they knew each other. So this guy is still performing. He will still get up on the stage and do a 2-hour set. An 80-year-old man. I can only hope that I'm that agile. The dude is dancing on the stage, playing instruments and singing for 2 hours.
At 80 years old.
At 80. So they're doing something right, guys. I mean, it's us, white, ignorant, like, don't want to like learn anything about culture or history or geography is the problem. So I'm off my soapbox. I just love reggae. I listen to it.
Yeah.
Every single morning, every single lunchtime. I'm packing orders. It's all reggae all the time. Everything. I'm even getting into some crazy deep roots dub stuff from like the 60s. So I don't know, Nick, sorry. That's a long answer to your question. Nick says that the guy probably got rejected by a Jamaican woman in 1992 and he's carried the grudge forever.
No, you know what probably happened? Did you ever see the Eddie Murphy skit about being in Jamaica?
No.
And Eddie Murphy, I think it was on Delirious or Raw, whatever.
Yeah.
And they go like, yeah, you bring your wife to Jamaica, and you're walking down a beach, and a Jamaican goes, "What's a little girl like you doing on the beach?" Right? And he throws it over. That's probably what happened.
Probably.
His wife met a Jamaican, and it was over.
I don't know.
That's a funny skit.
I mean, Nick, if you're really interested, I'm not even lying to you. This is just next in my thing. This is what I got for Father's Day. Can you read this?
How do you become a Rasta? Yeah, but you don't.
I've already broken like 6 of the rules here.
There's a couple.
You cannot get it. You can't get a tattoo. They don't tattoo. They don't, and they also don't eat red meat.
That's right.
So I'm like, and dreadlocks are a huge part of it.
Because you met Keem, right? Obviously, right?
Yeah.
His dad, who grew up with Bob Marley, by the way.
Dude, why are you telling me this now?
He has dreads down to his butt, and it's a Rasta. They don't believe in medications.
It's all herb, all natural herb plants.
Yeah, I thought I told you that. Yeah, he knew Bob Marley. Yeah.
I have to meet him. I have to talk to
dude,
to him again, dude.
The guy's so, and he's got that real thick Jamaican accent.
Yeah, they'll tell you like slang in this. They got a whole bunch of like cool stuff. They got recipes on different foods.
It's probably all a lot of weed induced.
It's really not. No. It is a part of it, but I don't know. It's more spiritual. It's very spiritual.
Yeah.
So,
this has nothing to do with eBay. It's awesome.
No, I'm sorry. We got off the wrong one.
It's awesome. It's all good.
This is Rastafari, Rasta beliefs, and Rastafarian culture. So I got this on Amazon. That was my Father's Day gift. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. So that and a tattoo and what is it now? You have to tell your wife you've been living a lie and are transitioning to a Rasta. Dude, Nick, she's right there with me.
She's right there with you.
She goes to all of these shows. She loves reggae almost more than I do. So maybe we'll both be Rastafarian people. I don't know. Our plan is to eventually move to the Caribbean. Jamaica is really not safe right now. But We have fallen in love with the Caribbean and especially the U.S. Virgin Islands. I fly the U.S. Virgin Islands flag when I'm going out to the beach, and people are just, they do this. They're like,
Huh?
it really knocks them off, because if you know, like what we know, the U.S. Shield with the stripes, right, and then the eagle above it, and then holding the arrows, and that's the main part of the flag, and it just says VI. That's the flag they've adopted, and it confuses people, and I just laugh as I'm driving down the beach. I'm like, look at all these people like it. They're like, well, what's that one? What's that one with the lion with the colors? Like, I don't understand what that. It's so great. And then you got some old, like 75-year-old boomer walk up to me. Hey, I'm like, here we go. It's education time. Here we go.
Yeah, but they don't want to listen to it. That's the thing.
No, you know what? A lot of them do. A lot of them are really cool and really hip to like learning something new, which is awesome, because we'll have a cool conversation.
Yeah.
But there's always that one that's just like, all right, goodbye. Have a miserable day. See you later. That's all I have.
Yeah, that was.
Join us next time where we delve into Rastafarian culture here on the Pints and Profits show.
Yeah, good show.
Sorry to end it like that, but it is an uplifting show. Again, I'm going to remind you and myself that I'm going to have a very positive week. I'm going to have a positive week. I'm going to manifest positivity. I am going to manifest good finds at thrift stores and sales, and just gratitude. That's what I'm going to manifest. I just want to be grateful and not negative. And however I do that is, I will let you know next week how that works. What do you have? And take us out.
Yeah, grateful as well. Great comments, good engagement. Had a few new people on there. Tell your friends, tell your family, come back next week and watch us. I know we mix it up sometimes Thursday, Friday. We have a life, you know.
Yes.
We're not, YouTube isn't our life. So if we have something going on, we're going to postpone it. But just come watch us. Tell your friends. It's a great time. It's not like this is not the usual eBay YouTube podcast. I had 2 things written down on my page, and I didn't talk about any of them. So
no,
I'm just grateful that you guys are watching us.
You got comments down here, and you want us to talk about something? We will talk about anything. Yeah. I have, a little bit of knowledge about a bunch of different things, and Scott the same way, and we will forego business to talk about life. We will forego business to talk about family, or
we talked about Jamaican Rastafarian for 25 minutes.
I don't think it was that long. I mean,
no, but we're just having fun. We're just talking bullshit and just enjoying the moment. So that's all we're about. So tell your friends, tell your family, subscribe, like, comment, blah blah blah.
Guys,
blah, blah, blah.
Nick, Chad, and the dude that was doing the bong rips. Everybody else to watch. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Have a great week, guys. Cheers. Stay healthy.
All right.